Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
Now, the numbers for Davis last week, 4 catches, 59 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's by Kenneth Murray. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Good job,
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
7 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd down, Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones to the right side and complete to Hurst. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, it's Hines.
Hines, the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, Jones. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on it.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you could get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Gain of 22.
A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Herbert now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Number 87. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll find Hines out of the backfield.
Jones.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Here's Hines. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Falcons send out their punter, Christian Kirk, deep to return it. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown. And thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Jones. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones now throwing on third and long. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we reach halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Kirk on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They started on the ground with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's Herbert now on second down. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, LA!
Complete to number 82. Touchdown.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up second.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down now, it's Hines. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The football going back to the Rams now. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ito Smith. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 40. 20.
Jones' pass intercepted by the Chargers. Sets up 1st down and
a great pick. Nice return. But you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Michael Badgley to kick.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 9 at the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports.
With the score,
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Good job.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, here's Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 30, Austin Eckler.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again.
Holding, receiving team.
What was that, Rob?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
Jones on first down.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Well, we've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So, Party, next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, the return is Kirk. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Benjamin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Los Angeles.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take